Hey, what's going on, Scatterbrains? I don't know if this video will even get posted, but I'm gonna record it anyway. There will not be married. Well, I haven't even thought about Married at First Sight, if I'm just being perfectly honest with y'all. I'm leaving the hospital again. Last Friday, Carmen woke up and was just not feeling well at all. She was having shortness of breath, like just extreme pain in her legs. And I was like, no, you need to make you a doctor's appointment. And the doctor was all booked, so I was like, I'm gonna take her to the urgent care. And I was like, nah, something to say, take her to the emergency room. So I took my wife to the emergency room Friday around like 10 a.m. And it took like 3 hours for them to even see her. They ran tests, did everything they were gonna do, and then they gave her some fluids and some pain medicine, and then they let her go. We went out to the store, picked up some stuff to make dinner, went home, made dinner. They called and said, we need you to come back. We ran your blood tests, and we need you to come back to the emergency room and be admitted to the hospital. And like I said, this was on Friday of last week. So they admitted my wife for a word that I don't know how to say, and I'm not even going to try. But it's pretty much muscle breakdown. Like I said, it starts with an R. And typically people who work out really hard, or people who are active, and exercising and all of that kind of stuff, it happens to them. It can happen to any muscle group in your body, be it your arms, your hands, your legs, anywhere. Well, for Carmen, it's happening in her legs. And the doctors have determined that this is from COVID. COVID is the cause of this muscle breakdown. So your muscle breakdown range is like less than 200, something like that, I guess, I think. Or maybe 40, I don't know. It's really low. Carmen's muscle breakdown when I think they did the first test was like 80,000. And like I said, it's supposed to be like under 200, something like that. Hers is 80,000. That's how in breakdown her muscles were. They ran it again. It had gone up some more thousands. One point it was like 100,000, excuse me. Then it dropped down to 161. Then it shot up to 252. The doctor says, though, he thinks that's a fluke because there's no reason for it to jump that high. Then went down to 149. Now it's down to 119. They are not going to release her from the hospital until her numbers are at least under 50,000. Not only with that, what happens with this muscle breakdown is, as your muscles are breaking down, there's an enzyme that's being released into your blood. And that's not a good thing. It can be fatal. Luckily hers has been treated. So what they've been doing for these past however many days is they've just been giving her fluids, because you have to pee it out. They're just flushing her system to get out, all the enzymes that are in her bloodstream. Because what can happen is this can damage your kidneys and your liver if it's not addressed quick enough, if it's not, gotten under control and all of that kind of stuff. So thankfully right now, from the past few, because they take her blood every day, sometimes twice a day. Her kidneys are still functioning fine. Her liver levels were going up. There's one that's like AST and ALT. I've seen so many letters you would think I'm an alphabet expert. But one of those AST or ALTs went up like 5 points, and the other one went down like 120. They said she won't be in a safe range to come home until both the liver numbers are trending downward. The CK, which is her muscle breakdown, is trending downward, and her kidney functions are still at a good level. So, it has been a rough, almost past week, because tomorrow will be a week. I've slept at the hospital every night. The first night I slept in a regular chair, not a reclining chair, just a regular chair, because she was still in the emergency room, because the hospital that we go to is not far from our house, but it's usually not packed at all. This was the most people we had ever seen at that hospital at one time. So she had to sleep in the emergency room the first night. Friday night, she had to sleep in a room in the emergency room, and then they got her a room Saturday, I believe. And so I've been sleeping in there. Her mom came down to help with the kids. Once Monday came, they were going back to school. So I would get up at like 6 a.m. from the hospital, come home, help get them ready for school, get their lunches packed, go drop them off at school, come back to the house, pick her mom up, take her to the hospital so she can be there. Or I would just go straight to the hospital, bring Carmen lunch, because the hospital food is trash. I've been back and forth between our house and the hospital so much. It's been a lot. It has been a lot. My wife's spirit has been broken. Mentally, she's going through it because she just, wants to be home. And it's completely out of all of our control. Her control, my control, the doctor's control, earthly control. It's always in God's control. God's in control. But, there's nothing we can do. All she can do is just drink water and rest and pee. And try to get out all these enzymes so that she can be released. We've heard so many days of when she was coming home, just for that day to come and go. It's to the point now where it's like, I don't want the doctor to tell me anything. I don't want the doctor to tell us anything about when she might be coming home, because it's like we keep getting our hopes up and we keep getting let down. And it's not a fun feeling to get her blood results and see that the numbers aren't where, they need to be or we want them to be. She has to pee every, hour. So at night, I help her go pee because she's plugged up to a machine. Got to get the machine unplugged, get her to the bathroom, get her back in bed, get her under the covers so she can try to get some rest. I have not gotten barely any sleep over the past week. And I'm not complaining, and I want to be clear about that, because this is what I signed up for when I took my vows. We say for better or for worse, richer or poor, sickness and in health. I've had several surgeries this year, and Carmen has been there each time, so this is just me returning the favor, and it is no problem at all. But I just wanted y'all to be aware of why, again, another week I'm missing Married at First Sight. I can't say, and I'm going to go back and watch the episode from last night, because I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm supposed to go back to work next Wednesday. So I had all these plans in my head, like, okay, I got 2 weeks before I got to go back to work for school, and I'm going to do this, and this. And God was like, nah, not really, sir. You're not going to be doing that. You're going to take care of your wife. Luckily, though, all of this kind of fell in a good time as far as my projects are concerned, as far as illustrating books for other people. If this had fallen in July, I would be so stressed. But I'm working on 3 books right now, but I'm in a good place with all those books that I'm working on for these different authors. So that's good. I'm tired right now, but I need to go shave my head, go wash some clothes at the house, and eat. But just checking in. My scatterbrains, y'all can just keep my wife in your prayers. It'll be greatly appreciated. And just take care of yourself and be safe. COVID is not anything to play with. It is not anything to play with. It bugs my mind. I know I'm rambling. It just bugs my mind to think that COVID sparked this. Because when we learned what the actual word was, I just Googled that word in COVID and found so many case studies about people being treated for this particular condition post-COVID, or sometimes post-COVID vaccine. And it's just crazy how COVID really is just a B word. This Rona sucks eggs. Like, so just please take care of yourself. The monkeypox is out there too. Y'all just, please be safe. Please be safe. I don't know if there'll ever be a day where I'm not gonna wear a mask anymore in public. I don't want to go through this again. I don't want my family to go through having COVID. I don't want my wife ever to have to go through this. I hate seeing her like this. I hate it. But I've been trying to stay as prayed up as possible, to remain as positive as possible, to be as strong for her as I can, because this is weighing. It is weighing on her. But God is still good. And there will never be a day where I say that God is not good. And I will not question why. I just hope that we learn the lesson so we got to go through it again. But God is still good, no matter the circumstance. Because I told Carmen the other day, I said I swear, if I start feeling myself getting emotional, this video is going to end with the quickness, because I have not broken down thus far, and I ain't about to start today. I had gotten up to leave to go get the kids ready for school one of these days, and somebody coded, like they went cold blue or whatever. I guess they stopped breathing or whatever, heart stopped beating or something, and all you could hear was just chaos in the hallway, people running, nurses and doctors, running to go to assist the person or help the person, whatever. I don't know the terminology you want to use. And I just was always constantly reminding myself, it could be worse. It can be worse. No matter what your situation is, no matter how bad you think it is, there is somebody who would trade places with you in a heartbeat. And that is something that we often forget. And we take things for granted. But you just got to remember, there's somebody somewhere who would love to be in your shoes, no matter how bad or jacked up your situation is. There's somebody who wants to be in your shoes. So even in the hard times, you gotta be grateful. Gotta be grateful. You gotta be grateful. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, because I'm almost home. I just thought y'all could take a ride with me home while I just update y'all. I don't know if I got anything else. I brought the kids to go see her. When the kids got out of school around 4, I go pick the kids up, take them up to the hospital to see her. Yesterday, I started dinner at the house first. Then I went and got the kid. I left dinner in the oven. Probably ain't safe, but had to be done. Started dinner, put it in the oven, went to pick up the kids, took them to go see her, picked up her mom who was up at the hospital, brought them all back home, finished dinner, fixed her dinner, took her dinner to her at the hospital, ate dinner with her, came back home. My mother-in-law had already given them a bath, got them ready, brushed their teeth, got them in bed, read them a story, got them to bed, took them to their beds, packed the stuff that Carmen needed or whatever, brought it back to the hospital. We watched the show together to try to maintain a sense of normalcy. Went to sleep, got up in the middle of the night, helped her, got up at 6 a.m., did it all over again. So I've been going nonstop. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm still, taking care of myself as well. Yeah, I'm rambling. But sometimes it's good just to get stuff off your chest. But thank you, Scatterbrains, for prayers and everything. I'm gonna get in this house and just have some time to myself and decompress. But sun ain't out, but it's still a good day. Y'all take care of yourselves, take care of people around you, be nice to one another. Y'all ain't gotta like, rate, comment, all that kind of stuff on this. Only thing I want you to do is just to be nice, take care of yourself, and be grateful, okay? I will talk to y'all eventually. Can't tell you when, can't tell you how. But I will see y'all later. Okay?